Sparks fly as an electrical fire grows. It was a sight captured on a Ring security camera, not unlike this one.
Holy moly, right? Broad Street's on fire. Broad Street is on fire.
From his home in Perry County, Jason Hazlett could only watch as the fire grew into an inferno around his son's stand for the Goblin Alchemy Meadery in the brick building at Broad Street Market.
It very much looked like a hellscape.
Hazlett called 911 and eventually made his way over to the fire scene to show investigators footage he received before the camera was burnt.
This was probably one of the worst fires that we've seen in 20 years in the city of Harrisburg. From not only the volume of fire, but the complexity of the fire, the building it was in.
Months after that devastating fire, you can see that the brick building is still in disarray. A lot of its structure still on the floor in this particular section of the structure. The city says it's going to be a complex job to rebuild this property.
As far as cleanup and getting the building ready and getting all the stuff out that's in there, I think that's something we should be working on.
Melissa Barrick used to have a vegetable stand called Veg Out in the brick building that was recently discontinued entirely. She's now selling her produce at other businesses, including in the Market Stone building, which remains open. Barrick wishes there was visible progress on cleaning out or rebuilding the brick building, just to give the community hope.
It's kind of a disaster, and we don't really have a whole lot of them besides floods.
City leaders say the holdup involved insurance companies not releasing the building until mid-November.
If they wanted to come back, the scene had to still be maintained and be clean. In other words, people weren't trouncing through here, no construction had started. And that's why we haven't done everything, because quite frankly, we haven't been able to. We didn't have any access to the building.
Harrisburg was awarded more than $4 million in initial insurance proceeds and hopes to secure a contractor to help with cleanup in the coming weeks. There's also work to secure proposals for a construction manager to work on the rebuild, a process city officials say could take at least 2 years once started, and one that will need to accommodate ADA requirements and historic preservation guidelines.
We still do have those limitations, so there will be a lot to take into account whenever we're trying to do the designs of everything.
Because the brick building's walls are still standing and it has an existing utility infrastructure, some are optimistic the progress will run more smoothly than opening a temporary tent for vendors across the street, which has been mired in red tape for months.
This is going to be step-by-step process, defined and really understood from the beginning.
And despite the sight of charred remains from the brick building, some remain hopeful.
The community was there for us 2 weeks before. They were there during the fire. They were there after the fire. They continue to be there. We want to be here for this community.
The community loves this place. I love this place. The vendors love being here, and everybody is so dedicated. I feel like it would be impossible to let go.
In Harrisburg, Tom Lehman, WGAL News 8.